What's up, guys? Chatty CRC back with you here on the channel, and today we're taking a look at the brand new Emax Babyhawk-R. Now, I think this is the first video that I've seen or is on YouTube of someone that actually has one and is unboxing it. I've seen all the people that got sent the pre-production models for testing and just to kind of build the hype and all that kind of stuff. And I'm not into micros or anything at all. I did own a Vortex 150. I really liked it, but it was a 3-inch and it flew mostly on 4S and it performed well. I just really never kind of got into it because I couldn't carry a GoPro. But I want to get into the micro scene a little bit. I wanted something that's solid and expandable and everything, and that's exactly what the Babyhawk-R is what Emax is touting and what they're claiming. Now, the first video I think I saw on this, I ended up going and putting a bunch of stuff on RC groups and getting rid of a bunch of things so I could order up the Babyhawk-R and some batteries and everything for it, which we'll talk about the batteries here in a little bit. Not going to be any flight footage because this showed up later in the day and it's 10 degrees out and nothing flies in 10 degrees at all, and especially not going to take this little micro out of here. But if we take a look at the box real quick, pretty cool, you know, real small box. I mean, these things just amaze you when you actually get them in your hand how small they are. I mean, that's a 1300 milliamp 5S pack right there, and you can see it's not that much bigger. But if you take a look at the box, it's pretty interesting here because I didn't get to pick colors or anything like that, but you can see that it's going to be available eventually, I guess, in 3 different colors, as well as both plug and fly and bind and fly in a 2-inch and a 3-inch. So this is the 2-inch variant, and there's nothing else here on the box at all. So let's just open this thing up and take a look at it. So now that we got the box open here, we'll take out some of the stuff and see what we get with it. OSD cable, and it looks like you get some extra screws here for the camera or something, and you also get a JST connector if you want to switch out the XT30 to JST. We have screws for the propellers and some extra screws there. We've got 2 full sets of the 2-inch Avan props in red, which is pretty cool. Take out the other set here real quick. Actually, this is easier to do it this way. Got some books and manuals and everything in there. So here it is. This is the Babyhawk-R. And I'm pretty stoked that it came with the black transparent type of camera. It's just amazing how little this stuff is. Capacitor is on the side, so they didn't really change anything there. You can see there's your VTX, and this is the FreeSky version with the D8. So bind that up in D8 mode with my Tyrannus. Got the pigtail on the back. Got a little silicone pad underneath there for the batteries, and pretty much everybody's already went through all of the stuff on this as far as the specs go and everything. But there you can see you've got the removable arms that are upgradable, and just like everybody else said, you've got bundled up wire in there, so we'll be able to stretch these out and make this a 3-inch. It's got the little Foxeer camera that I think is yeah, it's locked down there pretty good, probably for shipping, so I'll have to loosen that up to move that around. Velcro strap, all that kind of stuff, and of course it's got the XT30 coming out of the side. These capacitors, I got a lot of these. It's on there just like a regular capacitor, no problem if that breaks off. Those are the same caps that I use on all of my ESCs, so I'm not too worried about that. And probably one of the first things I'll do is when I bind it and take off the canopy and everything, I'll stick my VTX antenna out of the top here, because I know some people are talking about getting theirs all chopped up. Also, whenever I pre-ordered this, I waited and looked on Emax.com waiting for the A-van props in 2-inch to actually come out. So I've got a couple of bags of those, 3 sets in each bag. Clear is the only color that they had, so there's the clear compared to the red. So I really like those red props. It's gonna look really neat on there. Yeah, check that out. Pretty sweet. Just a good looking machine. Feels really solid. It's hard to believe that this hobbyist came as far as it has come. I mean, it really feels solid. The canopy feels solid. There's no like bend really or flex in it at all. It's completely tough. And you've seen some people's flight videos and everything, which hopefully here in a few days things will warm up. We'll be able to get some flight video out of this and play around with it. Haven't hooked up the Betaflight or anything yet. Haven't done anything. Just took it out of the box and kind of went over it and looked at it. So just like I said, weather's pretty bad and everything. So one thing also that's holding me back is I don't have any way to charge my XT30 batteries yet, and I also don't have any of the small type of batteries. When I pre-ordered this through Pyroflip, you were supposed to get a free China Hobbyline 500 milliamp 3S battery, but they sent me a refund of $10, so I think they were having problems securing them. So I picked up a couple batteries. They shipped them with to the prototype people with Tattoo 450 3S's, and I know some people are really stoked on like a 500 or a 550 3S, and I've got a couple of those cheaper brands on the way from Banggood. I did manage to get one 650 Pulse, and take a weight on some of these. The battery that comes with it, that they were shipping with, weighed 46 grams. So I'm in at 52 on a 650 versus 46 for a 450. Now, I did pick up some China Hobbyline 4S 650s, which I know a lot of people say that you're going to have to set up another tune, that this is really tuned for 3S, but it will run 4S. The motors might come down hot, but since we're in wintertime, I'll probably run 4S on a little bit and just to see what it'll do. But I've got these 650 Ministar China Hobbyline, which is their new line that they're running. It's pretty heavy though. I mean, that's an 88 gram battery, so I'm not sure how much performance you're going to get out of going for 4S, especially when you're increasing the weight by, you know, you're almost doubling the weight by going to a 650 4S. So it'd be interesting to see how everything flies with that. So that's pretty much it. There's going to be obviously Babyhawk stuff coming up here on the channel. A lot of stuff coming up, even though it's cold. Christmas was good, and got a couple things on the way. Still waiting on that reverb to get here, but this is here, and we'll do a setup video of it. I'll bind it up to the Tyrannus and hook it up to Betaflight and see what the stock PIDs and everything look like. I know they do say that the rates and stuff are pretty loose on it, so I'll try experimenting with like what rates I typically use. See how those work on a 2-inch. I'm not 100% sure, but yeah, pretty stoked. I mean, I got one battery and some props and a couple more batteries on the way, and got to build up some XT60 to XT30 charging leads. That's pretty much the next thing I'm going to have to do. Don't have a way to charge these batteries yet. Wasn't expecting it to get here so soon. Wasn't really any notification. It just said that it shipped. Actually, this shipped on Christmas Eve, and I got it today. So that's just how fast Pyroflip ships stuff, man. I mean, Surge is just doing an amazing job out there. So anyway, quick look at, unbox, turned into a 10-minute video. Thanks guys for sticking with me on the channel. Peace out, and we'll see you later.